Hello and welcome to Old Lady Plays. I'm Kate, the Old Lady, and this is the 1914 Project, a special for the World Cup of 2022. So, let's have a quick look at how things have gone. The World Cup is actually over, that's why there's a couple of black boxes on the screen to cover up who's where, who finished where, and things like that. It's amazing how many places they put the name of the winner on this screen. It's quite remarkable. I hope I have done everything I can to avoid spoiling it for you, so hopefully that's how it works out. Anyway, first round, I thought we'd skip past the first round and just show you the results of it. Chile with a perfect record. Qatar coming in a surprising second with Romania and the Germans out. The Germans out with a single point and a -2 goal difference. Unbelievable things. I mean, it's the grayed out players, but youch. France and Uruguay come through, France with a perfect record. Scotland misses out, and Bukhara as well. Argentina and the US go through from Group C, with South Africa and a surprisingly poor South Korea eliminated in the first round. Group D gives us Holland and Morocco getting through, Colombia and Iran falling out of the cup. Colombia may be a bit of a surprise there. A tough Group E, England, Austria-Hungary, Japan, and Egypt. England look very dangerous in this early going. They've got the most goals. Easily the best goal difference. Yes. And again, a perfect record. So looking pretty dangerous for England. England looking pretty dangerous, I should say. Tunisia and Italy get through as the neighbors across the Mediterranean make it through, while Jamaica and Spain put out in the first round with just a single win. They beat Jamaica 3-0. But otherwise, they lost to Tunisia and Italy, just barely to Tunisia, and they lost soundly to Italy. So not good for them. Group G has Brazil and the Ottoman Empire coming through, Brazil with a perfect record. Switzerland and Australia missing out. And finally, Belgium and the Russian Empire come through. Tsar Kirill will be very happy about that. Mali and a surprisingly poor Mexico crashing out in the first round. So that's how that went. Let's move on to the second round. I think this should be okay. Let's see what we do here. Hold on a second. I'm going to pause it just to make sure nothing gets revealed when I do this. So, wait, right here. Good, no big revelations. So, the second round found neighbors Chile and Uruguay. Actually, maybe they're not neighbors. I think Argentina gets in the way. But, you know, they're South American. They're on the same block. Anyway, Chile beats Uruguay 5-1. France thrashes Qatar 5-0. Argentina 3-0 over Morocco. Holland 3-0 over the USA. No close games yet. England 2-0 over Italy. A thorough beating there. Austria-Hungary 3-2 over Tunisia. Surprisingly scrappy Tunisia. They beat Spain 3-2, and they only narrowly lost to Austria-Hungary. The Russian Empire goes down in flames, with Brazil taking them out on a narrow 2-1 win. And Belgium handles the Ottoman Empire with ease, 2-0. That takes us next round. I'm going to again make sure that nothing is revealing, and I'll be right back. On to the quarterfinals now, and we see the Netherlands taking on Chile and handling them pretty solidly, with a 2.62 xG to the 0.4 for the Chileans. It looks like the Dutch are looking pretty strong. A couple of goals late, a missed penalty as well. They could have made it worse. They're a pretty good looking team. So that could be somebody to watch out for. Our next quarterfinal is a World Cup classic. France over Argentina 1-0, a very even game. And Messi's final game in the World Cup, as it turns out, because Argentina lose. Despite having the possession edge, And despite France having a man sent off late on, Kingsley Coman, who I didn't even know was French. That's funny. Yeah, so, and they dispose of the Argentinians. A little bit surprising, I think. France's team, Martial, Mbappe, Griezmann, Aouar, Camavinga, Kanté, Hernandez, Laporte, Kimpembe, and Pavard with, what's his name? I can't quite see it. Maignan in goal. Interesting stuff. Let's move on. This one to make Leo Demas happy. If you don't know who Leo Demas is, check him out. He's got a great channel. Does some wonderful work with, at the moment, Stuttgart. And has some great little tactics videos and a few other things on his channel. It's really worth watching. And he's just started on Twitch too, so if that's your thing, go check him out on Twitch. That's Leo Demus, Leo-Demus. Anyway, Leo Demus is Belgian, and he will be very happy to see that Belgium has beaten England 1-0. Despite England out-shooting them, out-XGing them, the possession pretty even, and just for grey hair gaming, Divock Origi gets the goal for Belgium. So yeah, that's it for England in this World Cup. No big surprises. Kane, Rashford, Sterling, Foden, Cook, Rice, Saka, Tomori, Maguire, Alexander-Arnold, and Henderson in goal. Just not a great day for the England team. Unfortunate, but there it is. Marcus Rashford ends up with 6 goals, so he actually did very well. Ended up second, well, tied for third. Third because of the tie for first in scoring for the World Cup with 6 goals. So that's pretty good, I would have to say. And for our final game of the quarterfinals, an absolutely amazing match between Austria-Hungary and Brazil. Possession even, shots even, XG virtually even. Fouls, 19 by Austria-Hungary, 22 by Brazil. 6 yellow cards for the Austro-Hungarians, 4 for Brazil. This was not a friendly match. So yeah, things definitely were pretty feisty in this game, and yet I should say, I'm obviously coaching in Austria-Hungary, so we as in Austria-Hungary took the lead in the second half. They came back with a goal in the 85th minute, and then to break their hearts, we broke them with a goal 1 minute later to take Brazil out of the World Cup. Nicely done. Austria-Hungary's team, Milik, Tadic on the left, Vlasic and Sabitzer, Pasalic and Brozovic. Which Sabitzer is that? It's Marcel Sabitzer. Okay. Casemiro, Gabriel Meniro. Oh, that's not who I want. There we go. Pasalic, Brozovic, Friedel, Ahmed Hodzic, Skriniar, Vrsaljko, and Oblak in goal. He didn't have a very good game, but we still managed to hang on and win it. Fiery, feisty game. Interesting stuff. I can't keep saying that word. Oh my goodness. I have to make a supercut of all my time saying that interesting word. This is back in a second. And then things came crashing to a halt for Austria-Hungary. Here we are with the semi-final, and we have Austria-Hungary losing 3-0 to the Netherlands. That's not pretty. Edin Dzeko up front, Brekalo, Pasalic, Sabitzer, Schlager and Modric, Guardiol, Wilber, Skriniar and Lazaro. Seems like a much rotated team. And Oblak did not have a good game. So yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. If you're a fan of Austria-Hungary, if you're a fan of the Netherlands, then hooray for you. I'll be back in a second with the other semi-final. And on the other side of the semi-finals, we end up with this one here, France against Belgium. And it turns out to be one for the ages. France hammering on Belgium all the way through the match, doubling their XG, doubling their shots, nearly tripling their shots total, doubling the shots on target. 19-4 the corners, just complete domination by France, but they still managed only to take it to extra time, where they eventually ran it to penalties and lost only with the fifth of each of their penalties. So yeah, that's pretty harsh for Belgium, I think. If they held on that long, it's unfortunate that they weren't able to hold on any longer. What that means is we get a final that is going to be Holland and France, which sounds a little familiar because I'm pretty sure it's happened before. Wait, no. No, it hasn't. Has it? No. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Holland and France, and Austria-Hungary and Belgium in the other semi-final, which should be kind of interesting. I did it again. In the third place playoff, the game nobody ever really bothers to watch, Austria beats Belgium 2-0. So, well done Austria-Hungary, we finished third. Brekalo gets a goal early, Tadic misses a penalty, and Patrick Schick ends up scoring a goal in the 61st minute to make it 2-0. Belgium loses despite having a strong edge in possession and virtually equal in shots, and Belgium having the edge in corners. So it's an interesting game. Oh, I did it again. Oh, that hurts. I've got to put up a counter on this. That's what I have done. Now you think I'm psychic because I did that way back at the beginning. The magic of editing. Anyway, let's get on to the final, which you now know is Holland and France. Let's go to Holland and France. And here we go now. France and Holland 1-1. Holland wins on penalties. So, we start off with not much happening in the first, in regulation time. Really, just 2 yellow cards to either side. No big surprises, nothing happening, no anything. In the 104th minute, in extra time, De Jong has a goal chalked off. Then 7 minutes later, he gets one that sticks, only for the French to come back with an immediate goal to make it level again. Oh my goodness, what a game. Look at this. Mukiele gets the yellow card, and then Hernandez gets sent off in the 118th minute, only for De Jong to have a goal chalked off in the 121st minute of the game. When it came to penalties, it didn't last very long. De Jong makes his, Mbappe misses, Depay, Pogba both make it. Luc de Jong, I think it's Luc de Jong, isn't it? Luc de Jong, yeah. And Aouar both miss. Then Wijndal and Kimpembe both get theirs before De Ligt finishes it off with the final penalty. Winning the World Cup for the Netherlands, the first time ever. Pretty big day for them, I would say. Bad luck for France, who had Maignan in goal, Martial, Fekir, Hernandez, Lemar, Kanté, Coman, Hernandez, Kimpembe, Kounde, or Kounde, I guess it probably is, Mukiele, and Maignan. definitely making big advantage of their former colonies. Well, probably still in this universe, current colonies. Interesting idea. So there you go. That's your World Cup. Shall we pop in and see the goals? Let's have a quick look at the highlights. Watch key highlights. Because why not? We've got a little time. I can always edit it down too. Virgil van Dijk taking a free kick. De Vrij, I should say. Trying to remember how to speak Dutch again. Oh, Fekir misses early on. In the 53rd minute, the Dutch have a free kick just outside the box, and they set up and hit it right into the wall. Then hit the rebound onto the post. Oh my goodness, that was a close one. From the corner, headed away. Lovely passing play by the Dutch here now. Cross. Oh, and De Jong fires it up and over the net in the 80th minute. In the 85th minute. Awar, Mbappe, oh, and Bayou. Bayou. Oh, I don't know how that would be pronounced. I'll admit that one has me stumped. Maybe if there's a Dutch speaker in the audience, we can find out how to say that name, but my goodness, it's a tricky one. Alright, De Roon, Wijndal, De Roon, De Jong, header in, but it's called back offside in the 103rd minute. Referee considers the situation, and VAR says offside, no goal. De Roon, De Jong, De Roon, De Jong, different De Jong. Gersdorp. And this time Luuk de Jong gets the header, and it's not going to be called back. Flicking it on to the far post. Awar with a free kick. Oh! Mukiele heads the ball on. Mbappe finishes it emphatically a minute after the last goal. Uh-oh. Then Theo gets himself sent off. Hernandez. Awar. Hernandez. Mukiele tries to find Mbappe over the top, but hasn't got the accuracy for it. And I think we're going to penalties. Well, come on, I know we're going to penalties. Nice save. Tackling move in front by the French defender there. Oh, here they come again. De Jong. It's in. But. Oh, he might have been offside again. VAR. A clear offside, no goal. Well. And it's going to go to penalties. go. Come on, ref, call it now. That'll be pretty much it. Oh my goodness, this is going on. Why is it running on so long? You said there'd be only 1 minute. We're already up over 2. There we go. Match goes to penalties. We know how it finishes from there. And let's see the final penalty. Well, I'll skip ahead to that. Oh my. That was a fairly weak penalty. For a World Cup winner, that was a fairly weak penalty. I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing, but that was kind of weak. Anyway, that's that. Holland win the World Cup, France come in second, Austria-Hungary third, Belgium fourth, and then a whole bunch of other teams behind them. I can turn off the color sources now and show you that it says Holland there, and Holland there, and Holland way up top. Because my goodness, they put it in a lot of places. They really want you to know that it's there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's been fun bringing it to you. I look forward to seeing you again. We'll have another episode tomorrow from this series, a regular episode, and that's going to do it. I hope you have a great day, and take care.